Hello everybody and welcome to the Sunday Night League. Today is a Wednesday and I'm starting a little bit later than planned as I was having a wonderful nap. So a little bit of time for people to filter in and then I will do a rundown of the grid. So round 3, so after round 2, Toretto leading the championship by a fair margin, 11 points over Fast Guy. Chris Boo just 5 points behind him, then a bit of a gap down to 4th, so those top 3 definitely proving to be the strongest drivers so far. And actually the championship is shown to be quite interesting strategy wise, as both the one stop and the no stop have had their relative strengths depending track to track in how the drivers employ them. So start the rundown on the grid with starting on pole. We have got Sarlek, our 4th fastest qualifier. So he'll be starting on the front row, alongside him Binko. Then 6th fastest qualifier Tiger will be starting 3rd on the grid, followed just behind by Rob on drums, current 7th in the championship. And 7th quickest qualifier actually. Then Gibbo, and behind him Bunnies, the 99, qualified 9th fastest. Behind him we have got YOLO, and then Flashman starting behind him. And we've got Jonathan starting in 9th position. And then we get on to our final 3 drivers. Now, as per usual with Porsche Cup, the 3 fastest qualifiers get put to the back of the grid and get 5, 4 and 3 points, depending of course if they're qualified 1st, 2nd or 3rd. So our 3rd fastest qualifier is Chris Boo. 3 extra points going to him and he'll be starting in 10th position. Our 2nd fastest qualifier and current 2nd in the championship, Fast Guy, starting in 11th position. And then our current championship leader had 2 very good races, only 3 points off the maximum possible score so far this season, having got both fastest laps, both fastest qualifyings, and a 1st and a 2nd, is Toretto. So certainly showing to be the driver to beat this season and keeping up that performance with the fastest time in qualifying. So we'll now hop into the race and watch it get underway. See if I can get a camera in from the other side. Not going to happen. Okay. Right, so here we go. Hop on board with Sarlek. See how the race unfolds. Sarlek himself starting on the soft tyre. So here we go. Lights starting to come on. And away they go. Very slow start by Sarlek. Binko though alongside him got a much better start. He already up into the lead past him. Tiger looking good as well. Don't think he's going to be able to move up into 2nd position. Though he is on the inside of Sarlek. Not able to hold it. Gibbo trying to go around the outside of him. Not able to do it himself. Bunny's a very good start by him up to 5th position. Starting, was it 9th or was it? Oh, no, up to 4th position. I think he started 6th now, think about it, but either way, a very good start by the Canadian driver. Binko still in the lead, Sarlek unable to get back past him. Battle's going on further down the order as Robin Drummers tries to get around the outside of Chris Boo. Majority of the drivers choosing to start on the soft tyres. As Robin Drums gets hit slightly. Oh, we've got a spinner. Is that Robin Drums? I think it might be. Jonathan and Robin Drums both gone for a spin. Let's have a look at that again. So Jonathan, he's taking himself out. Robin Drums also getting taken out by Chris Boo, as Chris Boo waits for him. That forces Chris Boo down to the back of the order after that incident. Readdressing the position. Binko still maintaining the lead over Sarlek.
Good afternoon.
So further back, Gibbo going for a position on Bunny's, not able to get it done. Bunny's holding it around the outside. Gibbo realising a bit of a late lunge, unable to get through that one, a bit too argy-bargy. Bunny's looking for the move on Tiger. All over his back end. Looking for a way to get through, not found it just yet. So from Bunny's getting on the curve a bit. Oh, lost a bit of time there, has to lift. Careful of the grass, and that drops him back far enough down. He can't go for a move. Sarlik though, much closer to Binko up ahead. We might see a move from the driver who started on the front. No, too far back. Still needs to make up for that poor start, losing that position straight away before he even got to the first corner. So we hope to try and fight that back. Battle for P4 still going on. Gibbo got a bit of a gap either way. Toretto from 12th already up to 6th position after just one lap, so he's having a very good race. Same for Fastman, he started at 11th up to 7th position. Oh no, sorry, Fast Guy, not Fastman, wrong way around. Fast Guy started 11th up to 8th, so up 3 positions. Got a bit of a battle going on back here for 9th. As Jonathan sends it up the inside of YOLO and makes the move work very nicely. Yeah, he's got through. Jonathan up into 10th position. So Bunny's now in threat from Gibbo from behind. Lost the tail of the Tiger a little bit. Gibbo up the inside. Has he got the move done side by side through the corner? Bunny's on the outside and Bunny's holds off Gibbo. Maintain that 4th position. Two of them still racing away. So of course drivers having to contend with the sun in their eyes to this lash again. Chicane already bad enough, but there's huge curbs you've got to be careful of. So Bunny's again catching that inside curb, losing a bit of exit speed because of it. Gibbo now closing down on him. Looking for the move, he's more alongside this time. Gibbo slightly ahead. Bunny's got him in the braking though. Bunny's manages to hold that 4th position. They're both of them now under threat from Toretto though, our fastest qualifier. This battle for P4 really kicking off now. So Gibbo once again looking for the inside, side's better of it. Right on his tail. See Toretto in his rear mirror, Bunny's bumper just ahead of him. Toretto's gone for the send up the inside. Yeah, a little bit of contact on the exit, but Toretto gets up into that P5 past Gibbo. So now just 2.5 laps in, and this driver up 7 positions. The top 2. Still a bit of a gap between them. Must be about the second as Toretto up the inside of Bunny's, and yeah, brakes perfectly, gets that done. Bunny's not able to get the cutback, forced to slot in behind him. Though still right on his tail. Bunny's actually front left tyre's got a lot of wear there. Getting in the grapple a little bit, that's not going to help. Bit of a slide, goes deep, and now Gibbo just behind him might be able to go for a move. Yeah, back past the Canadian driver. He's alongside him. See in the background, lots of battles going on. Gibbo ahead for the moment. Last time we tried this though, Bunny's got ahead in the braking, but it looks like this time... Oh no, Bunny's is still trying to go around the outside. Not able to hold it though. Gibbo was sufficiently far ahead that even with braking a bit earlier, able to retain that 5th position. Let's have a look at some of the battles further down the order. YOLO between Fast Guy and Chris Booth, so 2 very quick qualifiers there. If I'm not mistaken, he must have qualified much quicker than him. Yeah, in qualifying pace, he's 3 seconds behind them, so doing very well to keep up with the 2 of them. Now actually looking for the move up. Not able to get it, needs to be careful on the exit. Just going deep is YOLO. That's Chris Boo up into 10th position. So Chris Boo and Fast Guy here, they may want to work together slightly, not push each other too hard. Chris Boo's some very happy looking tyres there compared to some of the other drivers around him. So actually very similar tyre wear to Fast Guy, he's just gone wide. Chris Boo now at the inside going into the last chicane. Fast Guy letting him through. Staying right on his tail. So Chris Boo, from the looks of things, yeah, used a lot more fuel than Fast Guy. Don't think we're going to see a move here if Fast Guy is saving his fuel. It means likely going to be looking for a no stop from him. Most common strategy seems to be soft to super soft. It does mean unlikely to get the pass done. We'll have a look further up the field. Bunny's dropped off Gibbo a little bit. Not too far behind the driver. Just going into the middle sector. Good afternoon, Rob. Gotta say, I'm a big fan of your livery. So, a nice looking purple. There's a battle for 8th going on just behind him. Jonathan defending from Chris Boo. Tell from their fuel, both of them definitely going for the one stop. Yeah, Gibbo doing well currently in 5th, although he does have at least one driver behind him going for the no stop and might be able to catch him out. Ooh. And there goes Jonathan for a spin. What's going to happen with Flashman? Flashman does get past him. Jonathan right down the order then. Down to last. Leaders now in the first sector. Bunny's still too far behind Gibbo to get a slipstream. Trying to close that gap up. Unable to get back past Gibbo after it. Self got him on up 1. Rob in 7th position. We've got Chris Boo, Fast Guy behind him, using all the track and a bit more. Bunny's a very worn front left tyre. Got a lot of tyre wear compared to the other drivers. That may come back to bite him. Going to have to be careful. Not a massive amount of battling going on so far actually. See how it goes. A lot happening on lap 1. Now drivers settling down, finding their places, but you can see, yeah, the fuel difference in tyre wear from Fast Guy to Bunny's is massive. It's a driver who's got a plan and is sticking to it very nicely, playing the long game. No drivers coming into the pits as the 7th lap starts up from Binko. He's really built his lap gap to Sarleg. Oh no, as I say, that Gibbo going into the pits on his supers. So he'll be probably now going for 7 laps on the soft tyres. Trying to see where Binko gained his time. I think it's just gradually being faster on track. Binko continuing to distance Sarleg, his Toretto. Fastest qualifier. Got himself up into 3rd position. The grid's starting to spread out a little bit. There's Flashman and Gibbo both in the pits. It's very long pit stops here. In fact, most of GT tracks. What I always find amusing is at Tokyo, feels like cars have to go up that multi-storey car park to get to the top before they can get the car serviced. So Toretto, not too far behind Sarlek. See him just up the road. Those guys in the soft tyres will likely be pitting this lap or the next. Looking at fuel, all three of the top three will have to pit though. Binko in a much better position fuel-wise. And that's him already ahead anyway. Battle for fifth, I see. Oh, Robin Drums has got ahead of Bunnies. Has that gone wrong for him? Nearly goes around there, just tyre wet. Nearly half on both left sides of the car. So Bunny's not having an ideal lap as the top three all come into the pit lane. Tiger staying out on track. Chris Boot now just behind Bunnies. Bunnies needs to pit very much for new tyres. Yep, there we go, him into the pit lane. And Tiger now our current leader. Not sure Tiger has enough fuel or tyre wear for a no stop. So I think we'll see him pitting next lap. But Chris Boot second, Fast Guy in third, and yeah, both these guys. I don't know what Fast Guy's doing, he still has half a tank of fuel. I guess he's waiting later on to push. But 7 laps complete, just 6 to go. He's still got half a tank of fuel on him. Binko, of course, coming out the pits in 4th position. Sarlek a decent way down in 5th. Toretto, not too far behind him, 6th. I think with the exception of Tiger, everyone has done all the pit stops they need to now. Sarlek likely shortly going to be under threat from Toretto from behind. You know he's fast. So you will be able to see the French driver looming in his mirrors. Very much a majority, I'm going to say British, UK grid here. Can't guarantee they're all British. Yeah, 2/3 of the drivers flying the UK flag. Toretto, not one of them, though is the man leading the championship currently before this race, and actually given drop scores. Going to be 1 drop score applied after this race. I think it may be impossible for anyone to catch up with him. Flashman currently 11th. Jonathan a long way back behind him as Tiger coming out the pit lane. And coming out just ahead of Gibbo. That's going to immediately bring on a bit of a battle between those two. Gibbo on the softs, while I believe Tiger to be on the supers. That gap actually seems to be building slightly. They will hop on board of the battle for 4th. Where Toretto is now within pouncing distance of Sarlek. Sarlek current P5 in the championship. And actually it's the 4 guys ahead of him on track who are... Sorry, Sarlek, it's the 3 guys ahead of him on track, plus Toretto who are beating him. So going to be hard to gain in championship positions given what he's currently working with. The top 3 closing a little bit, it seems. May see a move here. That looks to be within slipstream distance. Sarlek pulling over to the right side of the track to stay out the way of the slipstream. Toretto sets the fastest lap of the race so far, 1:44.4. 10th fast on his lap 2. Toretto now right on the tail. Doesn't seem close enough just yet. Sarlek still should be driving the racing line, although actually gets tapped on the rear. If they're going a bit on the slower side, different drivers have different lines. Luckily these cars not massively prone to spin with a bit of bumping. As we saw earlier between Robin Drums and Chris Boot, still can. And yeah, top 3 now really closing up. Have a quick look at them. Not quite any of them are within overtaking distance just yet, but not far off. Sound like a very narrow line broke early there. That's allowed Toretto to try and get on the outside, but not able to get through just yet. Right on his rear bumper. Looking for the cutback, not enough room. I think we might see an overtake on the main straight, but we'll keep an eye on the top 3. It's just as likely to see an overtake between them. More cars to work with, and this will be for the lead. Best guy can get through. So Fast Guy looking for a move on Chris Boot. So he's got it as Binko also goes around the outside. Fast Guy staying ahead. Chris Boot defending off Binko though. Binko. Side by side through turn 3. Looks like Chris Boot has gone down to 3rd position. Toretto though still unable to get past Sarlek. Losing a lot of time behind the driver, looking at his previous lap, 1.4 seconds slower. And a tiny bit on the grass there, looking for a move up the inside, not able to get it done, ends up just tapping the car in front of him. Now not really another overtaking opportunity until the start of Sector 3. Sarlek, yeah, you know what, having said that, nearly getting an overtake done. Wants to try and get a fast exit here. Sarlek had a very narrow line on entry. Toretto a bit late on the throttle, not able to get the move done. Yeah, Toretto really losing time to the leaders here. He doesn't want to be. Sarlek doing a brilliant job at defending from the current championship leader. Chris Boot dropped off behind Binko and Fast Guy a bit, but of course Chris Boot on the no-stop wasn't able to preserve his tyres as much as, also wasn't able to preserve his fuel as much as Fast Guy, currently leading. Not quite sure Fast Guy is able to go flat here. Does hold off position for first. As Toretto finally past Sarlek. Oh no, they touch. Oh, and that's a bit dirty from Sarlek. Toretto returning the favour, giving him a nudge. It does go up into 4th, but I imagine both drivers quite frustrated after that battle. Losing a lot of time. Chris Boot really running low on fuel here. May have made a mistake. Fast Guy fairly low, but not excessively so. His rear left suffering heavily though. Fast Guy going wide on the exit. Binko looking for the move around the outside. Gets ahead in the braking zone, but Fast Guy uses the inside line, able to hold him off. Toretto already distancing Sarlek a bit. had the faster pace. Sarlik doing a very good job of defending until the start of this lap. Ooh, very feisty between the two. Starting the last lap now. This is Sarlik's best overtaking opportunities. He'll be looking to get the move done here if he can. So later on the brakes, but he's put himself. Oh, and he's gone round fast guy. And he's reversing. Why is he reversing on the gravel? Behind him, Chris Boo hits him in the rear and gets damage. And Chris Boo now, Toretto right behind him. And that damage heavily going to affect him. Yeah, Toretto already through. Possibly Chris Boo deliberately letting him through. And of course Chris Boo also suffering on the fuel front. Sarlik not doing particularly well with it, but not to the same extent. And all this, Binko's run away with the lead now. More than happy in his position. Sarlik up the inside of Chris Boo. Again, yeah, Chris Boo simply must be fuel saving. Suspect we'll see Fast Guy get past him fairly soon. Fast Guy right on his tail. Again, using all the track and more. So yeah, Fast Guy really struggling on those tyres now. He saw his spin at the start of the lap. Getting on the throttle when he shouldn't be. Seemed to really drop down the order. But here we go, Binko around the last corner. And he is the winner of round 3. Toretto from the back of the grid. Looks like he's been able to get P2 again. A very good season from him. Sarlik just behind. Then Fast Guy, Chris Boo and Tiger. 4th, 5th and 6th. Gibbo coming across the line in 7th. Rob on drums getting 8th position. Bunnies, our next man, in 9th position. Really seemed to struggle with tyre wear for him. Flashman going to be in 10th position. Right, I'll make sure to pause the replay this time. YOLO 11th, and we'll let Jonathan get a bit nearer the line. Again, yeah, the front left tyres really seem to be suffering there. I think Jonathan could have done with adjusting his brake bias a little bit towards the rear. All 12 drivers getting to end of the race. Right, so now have a look at the timings to see the gaps. Yeah, Toretto 9 seconds behind Sarlik at the end after all those incidents. Fast Guy's spin had a huge gap over the rest of the field. Toretto getting fastest lap, and it was that 44.4 we were on board of for the end of the lap. Sarlik less than a second behind Toretto. Chris Boo less than a quarter of a second behind Fast Guy. Now that one, of course, Chris Boo miscalculated his fuel. Both Fast Guy and Chris Boo went for the no stop. Worked well for them until tyre wear and lack of fuel kicked in. So both drivers are going to have to be more careful next time. But strategy is certainly possible. Of course, the medium is going to be too slow to keep up, so if you are going to do it, you need to use the softs and you need to be smart about it. Saw Fast Guy using less fuel earlier on, so we had more later. Tiger finishing 6th, not too far off those two drivers actually. A very good race from him. Gibbo in 7th. Bit of gaps both ways, same for Rob Drums, and not too far behind. Gibbo, Bunnies a long way back from 8th position. He really struggled with his tyre wear, it looked like. Flashman 10th, YOLO 11th, and Jonathan quite a way back in 12th position. So now I will go through the provisional pre-incident championship standings. Now, anyone who watched the same race I did knows that that probably is rather provisional. But one thing that won't be, Toretto still holding the lead to the championship. His score actually unchanged as again he got 28 points, the same as the first round. 5 points for the qualifying, 22 for second in the race, and 1 for fastest lap. So he is doing a very good job. Got 28, 31 and 28 points. Of course, one of the 28s knocked off, still on the same at 59. Fast Guy second in the championship, despite not a particularly ideal end to the race here. Still finishing 4th position and getting us 4 points for coming second in qualifying. So he is on 50 points. The championship 9 points behind Toretto. Chris Boo behind him on 43 points. This his joint worst round so far. Had a better qualifying than some of the previous ones. Third in qualifying, gets us 3 bonus points. This is his weakest race finish so far in 5th. And a second in round 2 and a 4th in round 1. Then we've got Binko in 4th position, who, despite his win here, didn't have particularly strong round 1 or round 2. Both the first 2 rounds actually the second fastest time, so he gets those 4 points each time. Had a very bad finish in round 2, getting just 11 points in total, including that 4 extra. From round 1, finishing, I think that's 6th position. So next, Sarlek on, in fact, Bingo, I forgot to mention, is 41 points, so just 2 points behind Chris Boo. Sarlek on 35 points, so 6 points down. And he seems to do alright. 3rd position, his best result so far. He's got 10, 15 and 20 points, so of course 10 the drop score, him on 35. Then a big jump down from the top 5 to Robin Drums and 21 points, who had a 8th finish. His second best result, he came, I think, 6th last round, so not too bad there. And then he came in 9th round 1, so that's him 21 points. In 7th we have Lewis Motorsport, who finished 3rd round 1. We haven't seen him since. I can't remember if he was one of the guys who left. Or no, it was Digital Blasphemy. I think he's still driving, just hasn't shown up. Lewis Motorsport, yeah, is still a member of the Porsche Cup, just checking out. So we will hopefully see more of him in the season. Certainly not a slow driver if that's his only result. Then Noxie, again, another driver who's not shown in this race. I remember last week he had that wonderful orange Porsche livery. The only time he's raced is round 2, where he got 4th position. Tiger missed round 2, so his drop score wasn't worth anything anyway, but he got 6 points round 1, and then here finishing 6th for 12 points. So actually Noxie, Tiger and Bunny is all tied in 18 here. Bunny is also 10 points for round 2, 8 points for round 3. So those 3 drivers very, very close. But yeah, in general, the battle for 6th in the championship, from 6th down to 13th, there is only 6 points difference. So everything to play for in that case. The top 5 running away with it, but those guys really battling away championship wise. YOLO with 17 points in 11th position. Gibbo also with 17 points in 11th. Digital Blasphemy, although he is definitely not driving racing anymore, but he is on 15 points in 13th position. Flashman on 12 points. Jonathan on 15. Then Oishi is on 11 points. Is that correct? I think he's actually only meant to be on 9 points. I think that's a mistake on the graphic I've been given. And then Yokas is yet to finish a race. But yeah, that concludes round 3 of the Porsche Cup. Next week we will be heading to Laguna Seca. So that might be an evening race, 16 laps there. So that should be a good one. Certainly some interesting corners. Lap 1 around the corkscrew should be good fun. Of course, plenty of overtaking opportunities. You've got turn 1, if you're feeling adventurous, you've got that last hairpin dive bomb. And if you're feeling really like pushing it, you've got the corkscrew itself. But I think from me that is going to be goodbye until next week. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.